Put the bunny back in the box.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Just be normal!
I'm gonna do what you all think I'm gonna do, which is just flip out!
Get away from her, you.
Let me give you a British answer. It was my cup of tea.
No more foreplay.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to the Celluloid Cellar. I don't know why I did that intro like that, but oh well, we're sticking with it now.
Go for it.
That's what's going to go. We're going in raw.
Welcome back.
Hang on a minute. Yeah.
It is a great start already. Welcome back to the film podcast where two lifelong friends talk all about movies and cinema and fun things like that. An original concept that no one else has ever done. Please.
No, I wasn't listening to a film podcast on my way.
I would never listen to such disgusting filth.
Nothing else.
Other than our own.
Yes, strictly our own.
I'm your host, Cameron.
And I guess I'm a host, Jack.
You are the host, Jack.
Why am I laughing like that? I can't even hear myself today.
You've gone deranged. No.
Oh.
Yes, we are back and we are here today to talk about Spider-Man Brand New Day. There will be time codes down.
Sorry, that's my John Bernthal.
Yeah, I was going to say there's going to be a lot about that later on.
Yeah.
There will be time codes down below. We will do non-spoilers and spoilers. First up, we may do a little bit of news, but you can jump around as you would like.
Film news. I didn't really find much film news when I was looking it up because I did have a bit of a look.
I've got some
Go on then.
Big film news that does have, skip ahead I would say, slight spoilers for Spider-Man Brand New Day in the film news. Then. The cast of X-Men, the rebooted X-Men.
Yes, I've seen this.
Announced. And we've missed some other stuff. So there's both been things from Comic-Con in San Diego that we didn't really talk about, including, shall we start with that and then we'll go on to the X-Men? But big thing from San Diego Comic-Con.
Yes.
David Jonnson.
Yeah.
Who
we
would like to be Bond. We love.
Is Black Panther.
Is going to be the new Black Panther.
He's going to play
T'Challa 2.
Yeah, his son, isn't he?
His son, so yeah. Lupita Nyong'o has a kid at the end of Black Panther Wakanda Forever, who is T'Challa Jr. Through some sort of time dilation, shenanigans, alternate universe stuff,
in
whatever.
Wakanda, they grow quicker.
Yes. Yeah, and there's multiple reasons why this is going to be done because...
I think that's brilliant casting.
Oh, it's brilliant casting.
Yes.
It's brilliant casting. It makes me a bit sad because I'm like, maybe he can't be Bond now. Maybe.
No, have you heard who they're on about for Bond?
Oh.
So there was it's kind of on the Rest is Entertainment podcast.
Okay.
I saw an article that I've forgotten his name. Who's the guy who hosts it? Used to host Pointless or Richard. No,
not Armitage. I nearly said Richard Armitage.
That's the guy.
Oh my God, Richard Thursday Murder Club.
Yeah, Richard
Osmond.
There you go. Yeah, he said apparently he's heard Jack Houston is potentially one of the front runners.
Now who's
Jack Houston of Slow Horses? He plays the other pilot in Dunkirk.
Oh, who's also in Gold. Which is a TV show. He plays like the Gold Robber. Wait, no, his name's
no, not Jack Houston. Sorry, Jack Lowe.
Yeah, he's not Jack Houston.
No, Jack Houston's
Jack Loudon.
Jack Loudon. That's the one. Jack Houston was in Boardwalk Empire. He played the guy with the World War I veteran.
I don't hate
Jack
Loudon as casting.
No, but he kind of plays a. You could say that Slow Horses is kind of his
Bond audition.
Yeah, I would say. Now it depends what they go for because I would say he needs to bulk up a little bit for it.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe that's because Daniel Craig went in with the attitude of Bond needs to be a bit more. He needs to look like he can. He can do it. Kick everyone's ass in the room.
Jack Loudon would need to do that as well.
Yeah.
Oh, he's taller than I thought.
He's not a small man.
I thought he was going to be about 5'10", but apparently he's reported as 6 foot tall.
If anyone wants to see a film that he's really, really good in, it's a film called Calibra.
Okay.
Which is on Netflix. It's a small film. Two guys are out in the woods and something goes quite wrong. And that's basically the premise of the film. but it's really, really good. I
Okay.
would highly recommend that.
I would recommend the TV series The Gold.
Yeah.
It's about the true story of a gold robbery, the Brinks Mat gold robbery.
Oh, I heard
and he
about
plays
that.
one
Yeah.
of the criminals in it, and he's great. He's
He's-
just a horrible sociopath, and it's him versus Hugh Bonneville.
Oh.
And Hugh Bonneville's fantastic.
But I think that's where he's quite good, because in Slow Horses, he plays a bit of a... He's kind of one of those people that is... Because Gary Oldman's character is so smart and treats him like utter shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally like he's trodden on him the whole time and he wants to scrape him off his shoe. But he does play quite a smart character, but he's not quite that all-out action star that Bond would be.
Yes.
But yeah, I like him. I quite like the idea of Callum Turner as Bond.
I've not seen Callum Turner in anything, but just based on aesthetics, I'm not sold, which I know is
I really
shameful,
like him.
but I need to see him. in
Yeah,
something.
I do like him. Jack Loudon, I wouldn't be against.
I'm more in favour of Jack Loudon. I would still love David Jonnson as our left field pick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think great casting for Jonnson as T'Challa 2 or Junior.
Yeah.
Um,
Sean Connery Jr.
Other reasons why this has probably been sped up quite a bit is because when they were filming Wakanda Forever, Letitia Wright was a bit difficult on set, allegedly because it was COVID times and she was an anti-vaxxer, allegedly. So there's going to be other reasons to transition to this as well.
I guess you run the risk, unless you're like Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, people like that. Unless you're the OG cast, they'll get rid of you if you're difficult.
Well, yeah, they're keeping her around.
Allegedly.
She's still going to be in Doomsday.
Yeah.
But if you're not going to carry on being a bankable star,
Yeah.
or a presence that you think the audience will be around for, transition on.
It's a bit like so obviously the big news is kind of Marvel have said who their new cast is for the X-Men. They released it's D23, isn't it?
D23 as well. Yeah.
Zootopia 3, Incredibles 3, Coco 2, Lilo and Stitch 2 live action.
The Simpsons new movie.
Yeah, The Simpsons new movie.
Seen a clip of. Or the new Simpsons movie.
Yeah, the new
Simpsons.
The Simpsons 2 or whatever it's going to be called. They had a look at Ryan Gosling's new Star Wars film. Very interesting, Ryan Gosling. Yeah. Ryan Gosling's career has gone really strange, hasn't it?
And yes, of course, at San Diego Comic-Con we didn't talk about at all. So some of this is old news, some of this is newer news. Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider with the same director as Star Wars Starfighter.
Sean Levy, who I believe also did
Deadpool and Wolverine.
And also, did he do The Fall Guy?
He did Free Guy.
Free Guy, sorry.
He did Free Guy and The Adam Project as well.
I thought he did Fall Guy.
No, Fall Guy was David Leitch.
That's the one. Obviously, the stuntman who did
John Wick.
Yeah.
Half of the John Wick creative team, and then he did Deadpool 2.
Yes.
But yeah, Deadpool 3 was Sean Levy. He's a good workman director. He was also
Gosling clearly likes him.
Yes, I think he builds a good rapport with stars because he's good with Ryan Reynolds. He also has directed several episodes of
Stranger Things.
Yes. Yeah. Some of the best episodes, I think.
Yeah, we don't talk about anything from series 3 on, I think.
I like up to 4. I like
can we agree
beyond.
that 5 is awful?
5's not good.
Yeah, 5 isn't good.
I'm glad I finished it, but no, series 4 is still decent.
I thought I was going to be in tears at the end of Stranger Things, and I was abjectly
tears of bloody boredom.
Yeah, let's get it done. Oh no! Look what happened. Ah.
Are you telling me every scene is like, and that is how the bubblegum pops. Wait a minute. Are you telling me? Now listen for a moment. Pops, that's what we've got to do. We've got to pop this like an egg. Do you remember how this would be when you're a kid? Yeah, but what does that have to do with? Shut up for a second. Every exposition scene is like that. I gave myself fucking horrible cringe chills doing that.
It was, I don't know.
Wasn't great. But yeah, Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider.
Yeah. So
decent-ish.
Yeah, I
like,
just find it the
casting.
way his career has gone very like interesting, because obviously he started out with I guess his big break was I know he did a lot of stuff before. He did a film called The Believer, which is quite a challenging film.
He was indie darling.
Yeah, he was an indie darling. He did the
Nelson,
Half Nelson,
yeah,
Lars and the Real Girl,
yeah.
I think. Then obviously Drive, which was kind of like one of those indie breakout films. Then Only God
Gave
Forgives.
everybody a boner.
Yeah.
Everyone a boner.
He is delicious in that film.
Gave all the men a boner.
Literally, all the men just wanted to be Ryan Gosling
Yeah.
till the elevator scene, and then he like,
You know
nah,
how
maybe
many
not.
Scorpion jackets got
Yeah,
sold?
I nearly bought one.
I mean, we all thought about it.
Yeah, we all thought about
all
it, but
thought about it.
I'm just going to look like I live in my mum's basement if I wear that. She doesn't even have a basement, garage, I guess.
Shall I get you one for your 30th?
Yeah. We'll get each other ones for our 30th.
Don't I could, because I'd be tempted. But anyway, yeah.
But then he obviously directed Lost River,
Mm.
which I don't mind. For an art house film, I don't mind.
Got big booze at Cannes.
Yeah, but
Kind of weird.
Yeah.
Um,
And then he kind of,
he had his time off when he had his kid after
Yeah.
Place Beyond the Pines.
which I adore, Place Beyond the Pines.
I love the first half.
I know.
And then Gosling's
yeah.
no longer in it.
Yeah,
Um,
there's a scene where they, like, this sounds really cringe, and maybe it's me being as a father. The bit where they're having like the ice cream on the motorbike, and the music is like, do you
in
know
the
the
first
music?
half.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah.
half. I genuinely, I'm like,
Did we see it together? We
went and saw it together.
We did see it together.
Yeah. No, I adore Place Beyond the Pines. But then obviously, I still love First Man.
First Man.
I love
forget
First Man.
exists quite often,
It's
and then
so good.
I remember it. It is good, but
That
I do.
and
I
like
do forget
Interstellar,
about it.
if you were going to do a double bill,
Oh my god,
that would
the
be.
dads in space double bill.
Yeah, cool. Why did I do that?
I think you're just
mean,
happy.
I adore.
I think you're happy during this recording
Yeah.
because you've got no
No.
responsibilities.
There's no child around, no
Yeah.
partner around. I'm free,
You're
to
free.
be without. No, anyway. Blade Runner 2049, I adore.
Yes, fantastic film.
Up there, I need to redo my top 10 because that film, I think.
I know you think it's sacrilege, but I prefer it to the original Blade Runner.
And, you
by
know,
a significant margin.
I mean, you're wrong, but you're, everyone's able to have their opinion. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
You know, that's why it's a good thing. You know, some people say Exorcist 3 is better than the original Exorcist, which, I'm partially able to agree with. But
Exorcist 3 is very interesting.
yes. But yeah, so really quick, we spoke about Bond. I was going to say, Moonraker was on yesterday.
Oh, God.
And I watched part of it with my partner's mum and stepdad, and Lauren went, "This is literally the worst film I have ever seen." And I couldn't argue that. It was awful.
Yeah.
I mean, the set designs are brilliant. Like, you can I forgot how
Ken
good
Adams, yeah.
Ken Adams there just going, we are going to make it all very lovely. Fat old cigar.
Was Ken Adams German?
Yeah, I think so.
Did not know that.
No, not. Was it Ken Adams? He was European, I think. I thought he was German.
Let's have a look. It's a race. It's a race to Google Ken Adams. He was German-British.
There you go.
Well
Yeah.
done.
Thank you.
This is literally a picture of him drawing up a design and puffing a cigarette.
I told you. And all the the documentaries they did. He's always
Yeah.
there with the cigar. Just
He's in a sweater vest,
Yeah.
eyeballing the camera, punching a dart.
yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful.
That is some
That's
great
what
photo.
you want.
That is a spectacular photo. Ken Adams did a lot of Bond designs for people who don't know, so lots of set designs.
Like the dome thing in You Only Live Twice.
Yes, when you
and-
think of a big evil Bond lair,
yeah,
like
The
brutalist
Spy Who Loved Me.
concrete with then like leather and metal furniture, and the war room from Doctor Strangelove, which
yeah.
has then been parodied
Yeah.
endlessly.
I-
Or Austin Powers, all Ken Adams influence.
You just think that when you watch it, you just go, they could have literally filmed this anywhere. They've spent all the money on a set. And they haven't gone
on the big ass
just
Pinewood stage, yeah.
make it a corridor No, make it a corridor with like brutalist architecture. I want angles everywhere. I want things to be reflecting. I want this. And then you've got Roger Moore walking through like a toothpick being followed by some guy in like a cycling helmet that they've put tubing round and sprayed yellow in like a yellow spandex like in Kill Bill. You're like, what the hell is going on? Like there's a fight scene on top of what's it called? Like they're on a wire.
Cable car?
Yeah, cable car with the Jaws character. It was the slowest fight I've ever seen. You've got Roger Moore and the actress. I unfortunately can't remember her name. And you've got the guy playing Jaws there. They go in and it's the worst matte painting behind you've ever seen in your life. And then they go to a wide and it's just these poor stuntmen up there risking their life, doing the slowest fight you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And then, you just... I don't know what was going on in the 70s with the Bond films, but yeah, it wasn't...
They were doing what they could.
I mean, I love the Bond series. Moonraker is a particularly bad one. If you want to, if you want a bad film, hit up Moonraker.
Go for it. I need to watch it properly. Let's get it on.
Before we get on to the Spider-Man Brand New Day, Brand New Day. That's a really weird title.
They make it very confusing. Yeah, they've taken it from the comics. Yeah.
So I've been very anti Doomsday. Well, they've released another trailer and I can't help but be a little bit like, kind of want to see it.
Interesting. I haven't watched the new trailer. Should we watch it? Should we pause and watch it?
Yeah.
Because the X-Men cast has got me interested.
Yeah.
We'll watch the trailer, then we'll come back and do both of them. You'll just hear we'll just do like a little sting. It'll go do, and then we'll be back and we'll talk about the trailer.
The dum dum dum.
Yeah, all that, yes.
The dum dum dum. So, what did you think of the trailer?
I maybe you go first because I don't care. Still, that didn't inspire me.
My thing is right. If I think they maybe have learnt some lessons in terms of too much is not what we want, and it's about like what characters have you got and stuff like that. I think if they can get that right,
and the way you deal with the characters,
and the way you deal with the characters, but also they've got the problem now of there's no stakes because really, I mean, we're seeing Steve Rogers there already. Like, do you kill someone off to make the stakes higher, but do they then stay dead? Like, realistically, if you're going to kill one off...
Well, he's not even killed off. He's just...
Yeah, I know he's not killed off, but I would get rid of Thor. Because I think
you kill someone off now.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the only way to do it now, and we know that they're going to do a reboot. That's what they've said. That next up is a soft reboot of everything. So the current lineup of Avengers, like the guys that they've had to like squirrel back for this one, should all be gone by now. And that's why they're doing like they're starting with the X-Men and like they're showing the old X-Men now, but then it's going to be brand new X-Men soft reboot of everything. So the only way that you should do it or can or probably would do it is to kill off characters. But then like it's just a cheap repeat of Endgame where like a couple of key significant characters die. Not everyone, because I don't think you could get away with killing everyone. But across Infinity War and Endgame, I think they were perfectly executed in getting that shock response from the audience, especially like with the snap at the end of the first one.
But it had been done so organically as well, hadn't it? And you didn't really have too many characters. No. You had, obviously you had Cap, Iron Man, Thor, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Hulk.
I know you had core six.
Then you had obviously Black Panther, Doctor Strange. But like, is Doctor Strange going to be in that one?
Well, yeah. And the way that they split it across the films is that there was the films of the first film, Infinity War, other than like Iron Man, did focus more heavily on the characters that got snapped.
Yeah.
So your Doctor Strangers, your Guardians of the Galaxy,
yeah.
your
Yeah,
your
like, are they going to
Thor.
be in it? Are they done?
Well, they're all in Secret Wars, not Doomsday. So everyone's going to be in Secret Wars, whereas this is a more stripped back cast. But even still, it's massive. You've got
They're not going to be able to have people in it for too long. Surely they're going to have to get rid of a few, because everyone knows that when you try and do too many characters, it goes.
well, they've managed to, in fairness for both, like Infinity War and Endgame, they do manage a lot of characters. They do manage to do it, but then my skepticism with this is that
It's a cash grab.
well, firstly, yeah, but like questions that I'm having from watching this trailer, they've brought Downey Jr. back as like a whole, like, this is an important thing. Doom is a character who famously never takes his mask off. In the comics, very different to how he's shown in the by Julian McMahon in Rest in Peace. Very lovely, handsome man. Fantastic in The Surfer.
Yes.
But very different to how he's portrayed in those films, the 2000s films. Doom never takes his mask off because he has a scar on his face and he never wants to show it to people. So like he famously never takes it off. So you could have anyone under the mask. And there were rumors at one point, and this is all alleged, it's not true, that Downey Jr. wasn't actually in the suit, and then they had to like actually get him into the suit on set and get him to act like whatever. Also,
a bit like Pedro Pascal in The Mandalorian.
yes, but like not to like Pedro Pascal in The Mandalorian is very obvious now and very clear, like after, because he became a massive star after season 1. So it's like you could have anyone under that mask. It doesn't need to be Downey Jr. So it's very cynical from that point of view. He has been, that trailer's trying to hype him up as a big scary villain. He has had nothing other than a post-credit scene, I believe, so far for his menace to be built up.
Whereas Thor was all the way, Thanos was all the way back in
Avengers 1.
Yeah.
And then they had scenes with him in Guardians, and maybe they weren't super effective. He then got teased again in Ultron. But then Infinity War was a good film in the fact that it spent most of its time with Thanos and giving him credence and giving him merit as to why he is scary. But
I just hope they've got a good reason why all the characters are there in one place.
I've got an idea of what it could be.
What's that?
And I think the Weekly Planet mentioned this as well. Most of those are characters with children, and they even have shots of the children in there to remind you. Doom is a big mummy's boy, so basically Doom's mum goes to hell, and he's upset about it. She's a witch that gets sent to hell, and that's why he's
apparently
upset.
Scarlet Witch is going to be a big part in
The next one? Or
in
this?
Doomsday.
Ah, well, he's got a tribe, he's got a coven of 3 witches who have different colours, and he's then got a bloke one as well. They've got all different masks.
So what are his powers?
He's magic. He's also a tech genius. He's the ruler of a country called Latveria.
Yeah.
But he runs it like a dictator, and he's evil and he's awful, and he's tech genius but magic as well.
Yeah.
He's incredibly overpowered. But all of those people have children, but then they're yelling at him. Reed Richards is yelling at him, was this you, Victor? We have shots of the children. I think the kids get taken, and he's like, all of you have bloody done this and bloody done that, but have you earned it? Whatever. Like, and like, why is Thor that angry? Thor's had his little girl stolen.
Do you think the reason why they've done that? Okay, so, right, here's a thought. So we grew up during the time when the main audience was us, right, for those films.
Yeah.
We've now grown up. That audience has now got their own children to draw them in more. Now they're going to do that. Like,
I think it
to
works,
be fair,
definitely.
say if I sit there and watch it and that's part of the plot line, I'm maybe going to be more like, oh, damn, okay, yeah, you can...
As you said, you enjoyed parts of Fantastic Four first steps.
I really... Because I watched it again a couple of weeks ago, and I really enjoyed it. And like the bit at the end, I said about it about a year ago now, when they're trying to put the car seat in, I genuinely thought was brilliant because it was... But I actually think they've gone back to like... They realised that you do have to make a good film first.
Yes.
Like, because and I think that's where it gets all, convoluted in terms of, they say, oh, it's because they had this person in the lead, or they had that, or they focused on this, or they went woke and this and that. I don't really
There's
think
nothing, like woke doesn't affect anything.
no, I think they just made bad stuff. They were trying to pump it out too quickly.
Yeah.
They had characters that weren't fully formed, and then that was the problem.
Yeah, and then they were also creating so much that they didn't know how it was connected in together.
Yeah.
So like when WandaVision was finishing, they started shooting Doctor Strange 2, and that had 6 weeks of reshoots, and they didn't, and it was completely different. Scarlet Witch, the actress Elizabeth Olsen, never met John Krasinski, who played Mr. Fantastic in that film. They were never on set together. It was shot differently at different times.
Wow.
And it's amazing that it actually manages to... I think that film is very fun.
I really like that film.
I enjoy it a lot, but it's a testament to the strength of Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
I said when I came out of it, I was like, I don't know if that film had a writer, but it sure as hell had a director.
Yeah. Like the bit when you've got like zombie Doctor Strange.
Yes.
Like,
it's with a cape of ghosts flying. Brilliant. Yeah.
Because Scarlet Witch was kind of left ambiguous after that.
Well, she was crushed.
Yeah.
She was crushed in a wide shot.
But when you think
rock.
that we used to have 2 Marvel films a year, and they were the big thing you'd go and see.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't miss any of them.
But it got exhausting, didn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
it did get
TV
exhausting,
shows.
but that's what I mean in terms of have they realised? Because realistically, what have we had since COVID? We've had Spider-Man.
Oh, we've had it as in what was good or what
films.
we've had.
You had...
Oh, there's been loads.
I know there's been quite a few, but...
I'll get a list up.
But realistically, the good ones, Spider-Man,
the good
Doctor
ones.
Strange.
Spider-Man, Doctor Strange. I liked the first half of Shang-Chi.
Yeah. Guardians 3.
Guardians 3 I love. Is great. Some people like Wakanda Forever. I forgot it existed.
Yeah. Which is strange. Because Ryan Coogler is a great director.
I was thinking about this in the shower.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought because of the David Jonnson news.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Ryan Coogler, and I know that you love Sinners, and I like it a lot, but don't love it. But I was thinking about like how my favorite film of his is Fruitvale Station.
Yeah.
Or maybe Creed, but
Creed,
probably Fruitvale Station.
Creed makes you want to go to the gym and do a workout.
The montage in Creed.
Yeah, that's...
I thought it was so impressive that Marvel still has been able to keep a director of that caliber and give him creative freedom as well.
Yeah.
Whereas some directors, they've gone to the wayside. Or then when we get on to Spider-Man, keeping Destin Daniel Cretton, who did Shang-Chi, and then having him do this as well. Yeah. He's a good talent.
Should we get on to Spider-Man?
Should we do the X-Men casting quick?
Yeah, do the X-Men casting.
Okay. So, the X-Men cast. X-Men cast unveiled at D23 by Disney. Light spoilers for Spider-Man, but you've probably been on the internet and know stuff already, and then we will announce... then we will go into the review. So, the X-Men cast is going to be directed by Jake Schreier, who directed Thunderbolts. Yep. Which is meant to be actually all right.
I forgot that one came out.
We didn't go see it.
No.
You made me go see Captain America instead. Captain America 4, which was atrocious.
The only thing that saved that was Harrison Ford.
Yes, yeah.
That's the other thing. There's no Falcon in. There's no Falcon in that trailer. Is he going to be in it?
He's in the movie.
What, in Doomsday?
Yeah. He's on the poster. And you mean Captain America?
Sorry, Captain America. Sorry, I do apologize.
And his Latino mate, who is now Falcon. I believe they're both on the poster. But anyway, Sadie Sink is officially announced as Jean Grey. And she said, "It is so wonderful to be here and to finally be able to talk about this character after months of speculation. We're here to talk about the X-Men. Should we meet more of the cast?" And so we have, to join her, Kit Connor as Scott Summers. I don't know much about Kit Connor. I've heard his name, but I don't know him so much. Christopher Abbott as Professor Charles Xavier, who we have seen in Wolfman and Bring Them Down.
Yes.
Good casting.
Yeah, good cast.
Really
He's
good
really
actor.
good. Yeah.
Really good
Yeah.
actor. I think he could bring some of the dick-headedness that Charles Xavier has never had in the Marvel films before, but in the comics, he's not a great guy all the time, and he's a bit of an ass.
No.
Samara Weaving as Emma Frost, which is, again, fantastic actor. So very good to have her in there, and I'm sure there'll be many people making many horrible images of her as Emma Frost, who's already a bit of a horny, hot character in the comics, and I'm sure
she's very, very good in Ready or Not.
Yeah, she's great in Ready or Not. She's great in Guns Akimbo.
Yes.
Yes. There's a film with her and Jason Segel that's come out where they're husband and wife and they go away for a weekend and they're both trying to kill each other. That I really want to watch.
That sounds like a good couple's weekend away.
Yeah, that sounds lovely. I have already seen some people online making and talking about the casts and lusting over everyone in it already. Because next up we have Indy Navarrete from Obsession,
yes,
as Rogue. Which, I mean,
so what are Rogue's powers? She touches people and she can take their powers,
absorbs their powers. But then in the animated series in the comics, she's even stronger. She's one of the strongest members of the team because it's not just mutants that she can take powers of; it's anyone with powers. So she holds Captain Marvel for a very long time and ends up being able to steal some of her powers that then become permanent. So the power of flight and super strength is what she takes.
I doubt Captain Marvel will be in Doomsday.
She'll probably be in Secret Wars and then have her contract end. We'll see. Maya Boyd as Storm. And then finally, Adam Driver is going to be playing Mr. Sinister. So we are getting a X-Men villain that is not Magneto for once, which is great. And it's not...
Who's Mr. Sinister then?
Mr. Sinister is... he's got a great aesthetic. That's the thing I know most about Mr. Sinister in all honesty.
It amazes me that Adam Driver...
Mr. Sinister, he hates mutants, but he also might be a mutant, and he does genetic experiments on them and things like that. And he looks like...
I've just seen a picture.
Have you seen a picture?
Yeah.
He looks like an early 90s Dracula.
Yeah,
He's...
Gary Oldman would have played him in 92.
Oh my God. I mean, yes, Gary Oldman. If they did a 90s X-Men film, Gary Oldman as Sinister would have been fantastic.
Adam Driver's an interesting actor because he'll do all sorts, won't he?
Yeah, he
did like 65. He did obviously the dinosaur film. He did Star Wars. But then he'll go off and do his art house films. Like there's a film he released that's really like Kansy, and he just is there in the auditorium just having a cigarette after while they're applauding it, and you're like, this man's got panache.
Yeah, he's also in Logan Lucky as well.
Yeah,
playing a fool. Yeah,
Lucky.
he's great in that.
Yeah. Good Daniel Craig film, that.
Good film around. Good Tatum film. Good Channing Tatum film.
Yeah, he's in Doomsday.
He is in Doomsday.
I wonder if he'll be doing that voice again.
If he can.
So is Deadpool in it?
Deadpool showed up at Comic-Con.
I'm intrigued to how they'll work that out then. Is he going to break the fourth wall in that?
Who's to say? There's many questions.
That's going to be such an interesting way of, like, what's he going to do? Rock up with a mask of Kevin Feige on and...
Yeah. It would be sort of world-breaking.
Yeah, I don't think you can really have him in it.
No. But we'll see. I think, from what that announcement is, very strong cast.
Yeah.
I don't know every actor in it. But the main ones that they've got, Sadie Sink is obviously very good and well established, and we will talk about her a little bit in our Spider-Man review. Samara Weaving and Christopher Abbott are excellent, slightly older actors than the teenagers to get in. Indy Navarrete to have, because there was rumours of Kaylee Spaney being Rogue instead, who's the actress from Priscilla and... Alien Romulus.
Yes, she's really, really good.
She's great.
She was in something else as well.
She is very good. Cooper Hoffman was rumored to potentially be Cyclops, which I would have really liked, who is the lead from The Long Walk.
Yeah.
But
I
maybe-
mean this in the best way. Would
Are you thinking aesthetics?
yeah.
I think that could have been something that held them back.
I mean, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris. The Forgotten Chris.
Forgotten Chris. Oh, I know, Pratt. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Pratt did it.
He could absolutely do a Chris Pratt. Like,
Yeah.
And I hope there's another role out there for him somewhere, because he's a brilliant actor, and it doesn't need to be a Marvel role, but just a role in general. Whereas Kit Connor, who's been cast, is looks like this.
Oh shit.
Yeah. He does look like, I mean, he's just a handsome, lightly browned hair man,
But don't
which
you
is
think
all
that-
that Cyclops is, really.
Yeah, but don't you think that? Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
But I think that is part of the thing now. If you got like a lot of actors now, they look like they're from that production line of like, you look a certain way, you've got a certain body, this and that. I know they're superheroes, so it's very different, but I would quite like to see
Cooper Hoffman.
yeah.
Yeah. And even if he was given a chance to get ripped, I don't know. But like, I think, in all honesty, I've not seen Kit Connor in anything, but I will watch Cooper Hoffman do good
Yeah.
and interesting things in the future,
Yeah.
whether they are Marvel or not.
Put him
Like,
with Paul Thomas Anderson again, he'll be fine.
yeah. Oh, of course, he's in that. I need to
Yeah,
watch that.
Licorice Pizza.
Yeah. Or you make him, he'd be good as Beast.
Yeah.
Kelsey Grammer-esque.
Yeah.
He'd be really good
Yeah,
as Beast.
he would be. Yeah. Yeah.
The intelligence and the charisma.
Yeah.
Or if he's particularly short, Wolverine. No, he's not.
Yeah.
grumpy
Who
enough.
would you have as Wolverine?
Oh God. They need to be short. Taron Egerton could be good.
Yeah, Taron Egerton is like
And I
the
know-
go-to.
I know people have talked about Daniel Radcliffe as well.
He would
He
also
got
be
super
good.
jacked.
He'd be very good.
You need someone short who could be a bit angry. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Who else is out there? Christopher Abbott, to be fair, a few years ago. Christopher Abbott 10 years ago could have done I don't know
Yeah.
how tall he is, but he's got some rage in him. Jack's just Googling. You're just
Yes.
Googling short actors.
Yeah, short actors. I know one. Jack O'Connell, sorry.
Could be.
Uh,
Could be, yeah. No, I don't hate that.
He's got the like.
Mm.
I mean, he'd have to get the accent and the beard and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a different vibe to. The problem is, when you think of Wolverine now, you think of Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't see anything else, but he
No.
can't play Wolverine at 65.
Till he's 90. Till he's 90.
Yeah, he will be.
That's the Deadpool thing. But anyway.
Anyway, Spider-Man Brand New Day, the film that has broken box office records. Everyone said that Hollywood was dead, that no more did people want to go to the cinema. Well, Cameron, The Odyssey has made 1.1 billion and is still climbing. Spider-Man Brand New Day has been out less
Been out 3 weeks.
and it's made 1.8 billion.
1.8 billion. I was going to double check that because there was a difference in numbers from Wikipedia and Box Office Mojo. Yes. But,
Probably made like. But why do you think this has been such a hit?
multiple reasons.
Yep.
Waited 5 years
Yep.
between them.
Yep.
For whatever reasons, whether it's like rights disputes, blah, blah, blah. It's
Yeah.
been 5 years since the last Spider-Man film.
Yep.
So people have had the time to grow slightly wanting and
It
waneful
shows you
of the
that though, doesn't
character.
it?
Yes,
Make us wait and we want it.
exactly.
It blue balls us with the films.
Yes, tease us, Spider-Man Brand New Day. It's saying 1.75 billion on Box Office Mojo, but I know that it was 1.8 on
Yeah.
Wikipedia. So Who knows?
Let's go
For sure.
1.6. How much does it...
Even lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, how much is it saying on...
1.75 on Box Office Mojo.
Wow.
So we'll go with that to be safe.
They've made a fair old whack from that then.
So it's been some time, is why I think it's good. It's also, they've done a lot of stuff in this that Spider-Man fans have wanted, and I think we'll give props up front to Tom Holland as a producer on this one and having more to say about the character. So being able to put in things, all those like things that make the film lovely are like the little interactions he has with the New Yorkers where like he'll save a kid and he'll be like, "You okay? Yeah, you're okay." And the kid's just stunned to be looking at him. Bless you.
I do think so before we talk about the plot of the film and stuff like that though as well, this film, it feels like it is actually a set. It's
a movie.
Yeah, it's actually a movie.
It's on sets.
Yeah.
It's on real locations.
And it makes it feel so much more like... Now, this film is not the best film of the year by any stretch.
No.
It's not the best superhero film I've ever seen. It's not
the best Spider-Man film.
No.
It's very good.
Yeah, it's good.
It is good.
And there are good parts to it, but it just felt like they went, oh, right, okay, we actually need to, rather than just being in a CGI cesspool of shit, we need to actually make a film.
And I think it also, this film shows how popular Tom Holland is as this character. It shows how people like the cast around
and I
it.
think he is, I know that a lot of people, the big talk has been that Tom Holland is the weakest part of the Odyssey. I don't agree with that, but, each and every one's to their own, but he is very good in this role.
I think he's made afterwards our review of the Odyssey and things, like seeing him in this, I don't think he's the weakest part of the Odyssey, or like even if he is, it didn't take me out of the film.
No,
for him to be there, I wasn't distracted or put off. But he's so much better at being Spider-Man than he is at doing any other acting. He is sort of weirdly made for this role, and it really works well.
But if they want to reboot, if they're thinking smartly, if they want to hand over Spider-Man to someone, does he become Iron Man?
As in, like, the leader of the Avengers? And
no, just make him become Iron Man.
What?
Just, if Miles Morales comes along, okay, Tom Holland becomes Iron Man. He'd be a good Iron Man.
Interesting.
I don't know how that works chronologically, and if all the fans would go mad.
So you're saying like soft reboot, we'll end up having 2 more Tom Holland films of like that will probably awkwardly be named the Day Trilogy. Yeah. For whatever reasons. So we have 2 more films in this. Say he then gets tired. He's in his late 30s. He can't really do all the Spider-Man
done much
stuff
else either, has he? Nothing has really been a massive success.
No.
Okay, his character, Miles Morales, comes along. If things don't work out, his character is smart. He builds stuff. He's got access to Iron Man stuff. Put him in the Iron Man suit. He'll be about the right age.
In universe as well. And he loves Iron Man, and then they can actually do Iron Man with a secret identity of like as somebody's bodyguard instead of Tony Stark being outright just saying, "Oh, I'm Iron Man." That's an okay progression.
Kevin Feige, we are here for once again.
We will take some dollar bills if you need.
So the plot of the film, should we go through a rough plot?
Yeah, let's do a rough plot.
So Spider-Man's very sad.
He's sad, and he's been working really hard for 4 years. He didn't go to uni with his mates because a magical spell meant that everybody forgot him. But at least he saved the universe.
If he was in the 90s, he'd have been sat around watching Jackass and Fight Club and being sad and thinking that the world was, listening to Limp Bizkit. We're at that stage.
He would be listening. I mean, there are moments in this film where he is listening to break stuff and he's breaking stuff. But he's
are you impressed with my Limp Bizkit reference?
Yeah, that's a really good reference.
Thank you. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the death of culture and things like of what it is to be a man. And there were all these things being like, we've sort of broken our men, but all this media, but then the men watched it and went, "That's fucking sick."
Yeah, it was meant to be a representation of this is what's wrong, and they went, "No, that's what's right.
That's fucking sick. Let's get Fight Club on DVD."
Yeah.
so he's sad. He's watching his mates on Insta.
Yes.
But he's also like, he's doing great work for the city, and there's a nice montage of him like taking down all these bad guys. Similar to like the montage at the start of Deadpool 2, but it's more like you're actually seeing like some minor Spider-Man villains, like Tombstone. You see the Scorpion as well. He comes up again.
Who's the guy that holds him over the thing and is like, if you fall, how long will it take for you to...
That's Tombstone.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he fought the Hand as well. It's like thrown in. There's
Then
like new stuff.
Scorpion or...
Yeah. And Tarantula, I think, is one of them, who I don't actually know who Tarantula is. But yeah. For some people, or people who've literally watched a YouTube video and then gone into it and go, that's Tarantula! Yeah, which, you know, there's lots of Marvel fans out there like that. But anyway... he's sad and his body is going through changes, much like the song by Keane of Everybody's Changing and I Don't Feel the Same, or what. But he's changing, and not in a good way. He is evolving in his DNA, but also at the same time he must tackle this unknown psychic threat that is threatening New York City and destroying damage control buildings. And what's he gonna do as he juggles his changing body, his sad little life,
and the Punisher,
and the Punisher as well? Yes. It's a little, it's sort of convoluted, but it works very streamlined. I think a big bonus of this film is it does seem to somehow all streamline in together. I think the thing that maybe gets left at the wayside and is solved quite quickly at the end is the changing and the mutations. There's very fun stuff with it, but the resolution for that is very quick compared to the sort of the side arc that the Punisher gets, or the arc with the main villain. It doesn't get dealt with quite as well, but it is very efficient as a movie, and it's very fun. We get a bit of Hulk in there as well. We do. And the way that all of these characters do come into it is done very naturally. It doesn't feel quite so shoehorned. I do think Mark Ruffalo took his money and ran there a bit. He does seem like the one actor in the film that is a bit like... He's just there in a nice little jumper. Do you think he was in the leotard at all? Do you think he got in the Hulk leotard anymore? I doubt it. No? I can't imagine that he would. Yeah, maybe. Do you? Not. I don't know. I don't know how much he's quite committed, because he's one of these actors that's low key. Really, not so much. I don't know if he's like very much into the method, but he's very much an actual committed actor he's like low key a brilliant actor. He is a brilliant actor. I think he, and he's very good in certain stuff. I think, I just wonder at what point do you go? But then again, I heard something where Robert Downey Jr. was basically talking about he left Marvel, and you go on to smaller stuff. And there's no money, it's very uncomfortable. You're being asked to do a lot more for a lot less. So maybe it's quite nice to go to a big budget film where you're getting paid, millions for not that much. Wait, so the only reason Downey's coming back is because he wasn't treated like a god anymore, and because he couldn't have a trailer park on the Pinewood lot. Can imagine if you were treated like a god for 10 years, and then you're going on to smaller stuff, and you've got your Oscar, which is realistically what he wanted after Iron Man, didn't it? And then you go, well, if someone offered you $100 million, that's going to set your family up forevermore. Yeah. So and that's not the only time he's getting it. No. He's already made all that money, and then it's like this is the final amount. Realistically, I guess so. You can sit there and say, "Oh, I can't believe he's going back to it." If you're being offered that much money. Oh, I can believe he's going. I can believe he's going back to it. I just think he could also, touch grass. I feel like I could have a real conversation with Mark Ruffalo as a person. Yeah, but I don't think I could have a real conversation with Downey Jr. No, I think he's Tom Cruise level now. I can't imagine what Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise. Apparently, when Tom Cruise speaks to you, it's like you're the only person in the world.
I think I'd start sweating.
I'd love it. I'd love to.
Right, okay, so it's great. So what we're going to do, is we're going to do it, and then we're going to fly a plane, and then we're going to jump out of it, and then we're going to do it again, and then we're going to get on the motorbikes, and we're going to do that, and then we're going to go to Paris, and then we're going to do a bike ride, and then what we're going to do, we're going to look at the script, and then we're going to edit it, and then we're going to release it, and it's going to be great. Oh, and Chris McQuarrie's coming with me too.
Yeah, that would be.
That'd be Tom Cruise.
It would be Tom Cruise.
And here's a coconut cake. Have you heard about the coconut cake?
I have heard about coconut cake.
Yeah.
But apparently with Cruise, it's like you're the only person in the world. Whereas I can imagine Downey would look through you as if you didn't even exist.
Yeah. I feel like Tom Holland wouldn't be. He seems like he's quite...
Tom Holland seems quite down to earth.
Let's face it, anyone on that level, you can't really tell.
No, it's... Yeah. But anyway, the film itself, it's an enjoyable time. It's very good.
It's does what it says on the tin. It is a Spider-Man film with a plot. You get a few little tidbits in there. You got the Punisher in there to make it a bit more fun. John Bernthal doing his...
Yeah, he does a lot of screaming. They've got a very good
dynamic,
the two of them. They really do interact well with each other.
I messaged you after the film and I said, after seeing that, I want to see a Tom Holland, John Bernthal buddy cop comedy.
Yeah. Like
a Lethal Weapon-esque film.
Of Spider-Man and the Punisher together.
That'd be brilliant. Yeah. Like John Bernthal could be the damaged, Riggs role. And then Tom Holland can be the, young up and coming, or a 7-star film with them.
Oh. I don't know if Spider-Man has any... I'm trying to think of villains that are of the level of Zaz in Batman, who's a serial killer.
You could do that, or you could just do... Just take them out in this Marvel universe and just, do a film with those two.
Just a film with those two. Yeah, it would be good. Bernthal's good, isn't he?
He is good.
He's a real good actor.
I really like him, but in interviews, he's just... those kind of actors that are just everything's a journey, everything's like this, and I'm really grateful for this.
Yes,
now. Which, I appreciate that, when they make... But I just think... Sometimes it's like, come on, you've said it was a journey and it was a beautiful experience 80 times now. When they do the GQ, breaking down the most prominent roles.
Yes,
He's just like, it's just a beautiful experience. And, I loved it and I learned so much. And, it's why I want to be on set and they were so good. Yeah. And then it's like, oh, and we're going to look at this, right? It was just a beautiful experience. And then The Walking Dead, it was a beautiful experience and I learned so much and it's the kind of actor I want to be. And you're like, come on, you can... He's got such charisma on screen, though, and he does feel like a... he feels like a dangerous presence. He doesn't... At no point do you think, oh, he can't get out of this situation.
Yeah. I have some slight criticisms of it, and we'll get more into it in spoilers of... Because his version of the Punisher is the darkest one that we've had so far. And I think it's fine if you've gone into this film and you've not watched anything, you're like, oh yeah, I knew that he was the Punisher, but you've not watched Daredevil season 2 or Born Again with him in it, or I've not watched his Punisher show, but I've seen him in Daredevil, where it's very dark, and I've seen him in some of the later seasons of the show recently, and maybe some character arcs happen that I've missed, but he becomes
lighter very quickly.
He is still a dangerous character, but he is seemingly quite a bit.
Well, I think different. I don't know if it's just
just the flaw of an interconnected universe. The comics have it as an issue anyway.
Yeah,
where he's in his own comic books and he's just riddling people with bullets, but then he has to show up in a giant superhero battle and everyone goes, no bloody guns, Frank, no more bullets, and he goes, you can't, what you gonna say to me? I can't have guns.
You can't use the baseball bat with barbed wire on to go and beat up that person. I think the film kind of does that tongue in cheek, doesn't it? Because there's a bit where he goes to say early on, he's like, mother and Spider-Man shoots a web over his mouth, and you're like, okay.
That's a good little censored joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get that, okay, that's the vibe of the film. They are going to censor him slightly. I mean, he does get to go around shooting a gun at one point, but...
Yeah, but is aimed at something that can take being riddled with bullets.
There's no harm.
Yeah, not at all. But I was saying before this, one of the things that really makes this feel lovely, and like people have compared it a little bit more to the Maguire films, and I think there's a good section, even though I despise the film, there is a good section in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 where he like goes and like helps a kid that's getting bullied, and he's like stopping crimes, and he interacts with people, and there's so much like of the nice levity in this that like just those tiny little moments that Spider-Man has, like his interactions with the cop lady from
I
the
like
Bear.
that, and then his kids and stuff like that.
Yeah, what's her
John
name?
Bernthal from the Bear as well.
From the Bear. What is her
I
name?
can't remember her name.
Oh my god.
Would you say this is on same par as the Spider-Man Spider-Verse?
Is in the Spider-Verse films.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as good as the Spider-Verse films. Lisa Colon-Zayas is the cop from the Bear.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's quite as good as the Spider-Verse films. I think it's easily the best of the Tom Holland films.
Yeah.
My favorite before that would have been Homecoming.
Yeah.
But this is stronger. The comedy's good in it without it being like overly cringy. There is just, as we were saying, like lovely moments of levity. The action is shot better and it is less absurdly CGI. It is like there at times, but not to a point where it's like you're completely withdrawn from it, or like
I think
if we revisited it 5 years down the line, we just see it as an animated feature.
Yeah. I think there's a scene in the towards the end of the film that's like in a cage almost, isn't it?
Yes.
And there's a fight there, and that's like the most brutal Spider-Man fight I think there's been.
Yeah.
Like that was quite good.
There's and I think that's a big strength of having Destin Daniel Cretton, and then he's probably brought some of his action team over that he had on Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
Because the start of Shang-Chi, before it gets into the big Marvel special effects end, the fighting is the best bit.
Yeah.
And the camera work and the choreography. I don't think it's quite as strong as the start of that film, but it's still very, very good and solid. I think I was potentially sat, I said this to you when trying to find tickets, but nightmare to try and find tickets in the first weekend.
So you went with your partner.
Yeah.
I went with my dad and a friend from his work.
Nice.
Proper gang we were rolling up.
Yeah.
And
free tickets for Spider-Man Boss.
Yeah. Free ticket for Spider-Man Boss Man. Concession right here. OAP, yeah. He's not quite there yet. He'll kill me if he ever hears that. But yeah, but it felt nice because, to be fair, everyone put their phone away. Yep. Everyone was like cheering for the parts where you're meant to cheer. Everyone was like, it was a lively audience.
Yeah.
We were like, I was stuck in the corner. I've never been so uncomfortable. I had to go to where I live. There's the one cinema with very nice seats, and there's one with less nice seats. I had to go to the one with less nice seats.
Yes.
And the wall was like at an angle, and I was sat against the wall. I've never been so uncomfortable, but I didn't mind because I enjoyed the film.
Yes, yeah. We were second row, and we were in like seats of a view that had updated recliners, but it was still like a big screen. So at times I was like, is this like maybe too much information on screen? But I wasn't sure if it was where I was positioned. I'd need to give it a rewatch to give it a fair pop. Yeah. Whether it was like, because I wasn't sure if it was like, if it was being overlit or like overly crowded in scenes and things. I'm not sure. But then I think it might have just been where I was positioned. So I won't hold it against the movie.
I find it so hard to talk non-spoilers about this film because it's all spoilers, isn't it?
Quite a lot. We'll just say that it handles where the last film leaves off.
Yeah.
It handles all of that very well.
Yeah.
And there's some really lovely moments between Tom Holland and Zendaya, and I think she does great in this.
Yeah.
She apparently got to have a pass over the script as well for her character.
I've never seen Euphoria, which is her big like her pinnacle of where everyone says she does the best acting and all this and that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her in this and The Odyssey. I thought she was pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is good.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She is pretty
She's
good.
a good actress. Have you seen Challengers?
No,
Need to
no,
watch
I need
Challengers.
to. I need to. But she's got like a sweetness to her without sounding like and like obviously she's beautiful and stuff like that, but she genuinely seems like the kind of quite a comforting presence.
Yeah.
On screen,
And also in the Spider-Man films, she's not just there to be like beautiful and the girlfriend. She's weird. Like she's a bit.
But that's
she's
what
like,
I mean. She's kooky. She's a bit like
Yeah.
She makes you. I know that the characters are meant to be at university, but she does seem like the kind of person that your friend would live with at university.
Yeah.
Is really beautiful, but also is a little bit quirky, and a little bit
Yeah, and sort of shy in a way, and like not like overly
the kind
out
that you'd be
with
like, she's quite nice, isn't she?
Yeah, like a cute person.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
like sweet. Yeah.
And I think she does that really well, because she could just kind of play it off as like, drop dead gorgeous, stunning kind of.
Yeah.
But I don't think that character ever should be like that, because, Kirsten Dunst, I don't think is that kind of, once again, beautiful, but she plays it quite sweet and quite kind of.
This is different to like the sort of just girl next door. And it's not quite the just I'm as smart as you are kind of thing of Emma Stone and as Gwen Stacy and things like that. Or she's a bit more. She has some charm to her, like.
I don't think that role suited her very well. I don't think
Emma Stone's good in anything, but maybe that's just me. Look, they're all beautiful women.
Oh yeah,
I've fancied all of them.
Yeah, I think Kirsten Stewart is. I don't know.
Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst. Yeah, sorry, but maybe that's just because I saw it when I was like.
Well, I was going to say like like I've had when the first two franchises were on. Was young enough to have crushes on them.
Yeah.
And then with this, it's like with Zendaya, who exact same age, has the exact same birthday as me.
Really?
Yeah, we're the exact same age.
Damn, she about to be old.
She about to be 30. Yeah, like when you were saying the cuteness and awkwardness, in maybe it's a strange thing to say, but in a way I'm like with being low-key funny, I'm like, oh, I can my girlfriend. Quiet, but like funny and coming through I can appreciate that as a person.
No, I think they did all that right, which is, and I think that's why it does well, because you're not talking about the explosions and stuff like that. And actually they had character interactions and they were nice and this and that, but I think
and we do you want to get into spoilers?
No, I was just going to say, I don't think that the villain and stuff like that and the whole kind of the other side of it is as strong. I don't think the kind of
interesting.
I just thought it was a bit nah.
See, I thought I really appreciated the villain resolution in this. There are flaws with the villain, but I do like the resolution of how it's all dealt with. For that character, I will just say I'm coming in with a big fact check for the marketing budget that you mentioned.
Oh, really? Okay.
So that was not the marketing budget.
Was it not?
No. So marketing budget, I couldn't find a strict answer, but let's just say it will probably be standard 100 million for a big movie. The number that we mentioned last week was 309, or last episode was $309 million, which is not the marketing budget, but it is what this film has made and generated in brand deals.
So they basically covered the budget.
Yeah, so
Handsome.
165 brand deals, including product placement on screen. So everybody's driving a BMW car, if you didn't notice. And there's also a big billboard for a BMW on show. Yeah. Everybody's got a Samsung flip or fold phone.
Yeah.
As well as a smartwatch. And that's on screen.
Sony don't make phones, do they?
Sony did make phones.
Oh,
so in the Andrew Garfield ones, everybody had a Sony. It's like in Casino Royale.
Yeah.
Heaps of Sony products everywhere. So there's Little Caesars Pizza everywhere as well. So 225 million for the budget, production budget. Then 325 million if we include 100 of marketing
Yeah.
on that. So they spent 18 million on this. And then for tax incentives for shooting in the UK potentially as well and using Glasgow, they have already tried to save as many costs as possible. So the fact that this is them making
So they probably made money.
billion. Yeah, they would have. They're
They
close
would
to.
have come out scot-free from the production of the film.
They're very close to doing it just from the brand deals alone, because it's not just brand deals that are in film; it's the brand deals outside. So it's like McDonald's Happy Meals and things like that.
The OG kind of tie-ins and stuff
so
like
it's
that.
all of the tie-ins. So they will have. So there is a high chance that they made money before it came out.
That's insane. So from the opening weekend, they were in the green.
Yeah,
which is insane.
100%. And it didn't. And it's helped that it's had an
So
incredibly massive run so far.
Yeah. So even if you take out, obviously, I know because everyone always says that if you take away like 50% for what the cinemas take.
Yes.
So they've probably made $1 billion already.
They will. Yeah, they'll 100% have made over like $1 billion.
Yeah.
From this, just directly
Wow.
as the studio. So incredible success, the most successful Spider-Man film ever, and it's worth mentioning because like this isn't stock full of other big IP characters.
No.
It's
not.
got a few,
Yeah,
but there's legit reasons for them to be there. Punisher debuted in Spider-Man comics.
Yeah,
there's an argument for it. The Hand doesn't really need to be there, but whatever. The Hulk, a nice addition. Yeah. Shall we give ratings and get
do you
into
think,
spoilers?
really, before we go on to the spoilers, do you think it gives you hope for the future of cinema?
I think this whole year has. There were points last year where I was a bit like, we've really starting a film podcast in 2025 was a bad idea.
Yeah, it's the downfall of cinema.
The amount of 3 stars we gave out, even things that I was excited for, like the Bruce Springsteen biopic, Deliver Me From Nowhere. Boring.
I think.
Boring.
But then you look at this year and you've got, I think last year probably one of the peaks was like Sinners and stuff like that. But that wasn't $1 billion, was it? That was like 800 million, which for that film was brilliant.
Yes, yeah.
But, you've got Obsession, which made mental.
Obsession's made 400 mil, is it? Close to now? Let's see.
You've got Obsession, you've got Backrooms, which I haven't seen, but is meant to be amazing.
We should watch Backrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got, your Wuthering Heights, your Project Hail Mary.
The Odyssey.
The Odyssey. This.
Bone Temple. No one saw it, but Bone Temple was brilliant.
Temple was brilliant. I think, I don't know, I think it's coming back with a vengeance, cinema.
This has been a fantastic year for box office and for reviews as well. Whereas last year this is the best year that we've had since the pandemic.
Yeah.
Whereas last year was bad for box office, bad for reviews. Like Thunderbolts underperformed, Captain America underperformed, First Steps didn't do as well as
because even if you look at stuff like there's a film called Rose Nevada by a guy called Mark. I should know it because he was one of my lecturers. Oh, I've forgotten it. But that's like Rose Nevada. It is Mark Jenkins. Sorry, I knew that was the name. But that film did like quite well, and that's like a Cornish-made like mystery film with George McKay and Callum Turner.
Oh, okay.
Like,
have you seen it?
I've seen part of it.
I would watch that.
Yeah, like that's like even stuff like that's doing well.
Yeah,
and you're just like,
Obsession is silly. It's 488.2 million
on $1 million.
On 750,
and it didn't really. I doubt it had a big marketing budget because it had been word of mouth, wouldn't it?
Well, even
word of mouth and
like
social media.
Last year, The Long Walk ended up having legs. Because it had really good word of mouth. It stayed in cinemas for ages because it just had really great
and I think
word of mouth.
That's the thing with word of mouth now is like it's not necessarily at the water cooler and stuff like that. It's on social media.
Yeah.
It's, those kind of things.
That's how Superman did well as well. Because it didn't do amazing to start.
I mean, Supergirl didn't do well this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like to watch it because from everything that I've heard, and I'm upset because it didn't adapt the comic properly.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, what's the point in saying you're going to adapt this fantastic comic? Did you just, when you swatted that fly, did you just accidentally clip yourself?
Clip right on the side.
Anyway, ratings and stars. Ratings and
strong 3.
Strong 3.
Yeah.
You're not going all the way to 4.
No, strong 3.
I'll go 4. I had a good time.
I had a good time. But strong 3, which is where I want it to be.
Yeah, fair enough. What would you say? Is this your favourite of the Hollands?
Homecoming was on the other day, and I sat down, and it was about 10 minutes in, and I watched the whole thing, and I was like,
sitting down and watching the whole thing.
I quite enjoyed it. I think that's got
nothing but time to sit down and
no,
watch
I really
the whole thing.
don't. It's normally like 9 o'clock, and I'm just like,
just because everyone else in your house is asleep.
Yeah. That's my time to myself.
Yeah.
Sleep for 4 hours because I'm just watching films.
Fair enough.
It's not quite 4 hours.
I'm gonna go solid 4. I had a really good time. I thought the resolution with the villain was strong, even if there's then weird implications for the villain that we'll get into in spoilers. I enjoyed Holland's performance. I enjoyed Zendaya. I enjoyed the direction overall, and all of those things like that. And it was just nice, good Spider-Man fun without having a big gimmick to it. To make it different. Anyway, shall we get into spoilers?
Yes.
X-Men, Jean Grey. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. She's
That's Trolls
the
2,
villain.
isn't it? Yes.
It is Trolls 2, yes.
So Jean Grey, right, from my understanding, I didn't realise that she could... You all right?
Yeah, no, I was just going to do sorry, I just pulled a terrible face as I was sucking in air that looked like I was in pain. But I was going to do a classic Hugh Jackman Wolverine. Jean!
So I didn't realise that she has the same powers as...
Xavier.
Yeah.
Yes, but stronger. And Xavier, I believe, depends on the version... Xavier is generally just a telepath, so can go into people's minds, which she's doing in this. But then Jean Grey is both a telepath and telekinetic, so can move things as
my understanding of this film is, so the film starts and Tom Holland Spider-Man's following this tank down the streets of New York. That's where he bumps into the Punisher, who's there with a rocket launcher.
Or grenade launcher, trying to stop the tank as well.
Akin to Terminator 2. The little one that makes a little plunk sound as they shoot it, which is I always enjoy.
Yeah.
And when they load it,
yeah.
And I can't hear what that sounds like, so it's probably awful.
It was spot on. It was spot on.
But he gets there and it crashes into the department of
the damage control
department, and there's like this middle-aged lady in there, isn't there? Who's like, where have I got to this from?
Spider-Man, where am I?
And they find out that, there's someone is possessing these people and is going boom, boom, boom all around.
Yeah.
And they've got a range of like 20 meters or something.
33 feet.
33 feet. Now, the damage control people have been testing on Jean Grey, haven't they? Or something.
No, they were testing on her sister.
Yes, sorry. But anyway, that's why she's angry, because they kidnapped her sister.
She's like, where is my sister?
Where's my sister?
My sister?
So at the end of the film, when they go into that little room and they're doing these like experiments on her, is that where is the lore in this that's where she gets her big powers from?
Yes, because they're overstimulating her.
And that's where she gets her telekinesis from.
That will be, So
is that in the comics or no?
Jean Grey was introduced much like Spider-Man in the 60s, and then she's had things happen and change over the time. She became the Phoenix at one point, and then she became the Dark Phoenix, and she genocided a planet, and she died, and then she came back, and she's done lots of stuff.
Have they ever
Jean
just
Grey.
rebooted Marvel, the comics?
Yes, but they then didn't get rid of the old stuff. So they rebooted Marvel in the early 2000s and did a series called The Ultimates, which the MCU's actually taken a lot from.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, this is Marvel in the modern day. So they redid. So instead of it being the Avengers, it was the Ultimates.
Yeah.
And it was the Ultimate Universe. So like they did new X-Men, new Spider-Man. They like redid stories, but like different interpretations of them, things like that.
Because they still releasing the Marvel comics.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
monthly.
Yeah, every month, every single month, there's a different issue. Spider-Man was running weekly at one point, or would have different. There would be sometimes different books that went weekly, but then Amazing Spider-Man went weekly at one point, which is just mental.
What would you say is the best current comic that comes out weekly then? Because I know you're a bit more on.
I don't read anything that is current week to week because it's a stupidly expensive hobby.
Is it?
They're like £3 now for a single issue, which is like 23 pages.
Oh, wow.
So I will buy trades,
Yeah.
or digital versions of trades, which is collected story arcs, more often than not complete. Things that are getting the best reviews at the moment, and the company that's been, out of the big two, the company that gets the most excitement for its work is DC, and has been for quite a while. DC does more full reboots of their continuity than Marvel
Well, they killed
does.
Superman, didn't they?
Yeah, DC's done lots of crazy stuff. DC rebooted its universe in 2011 with a thing called the New 52, and it had mixed reviews, and then they rebooted it again in 2015-16 to go back to the old universe that they originally had, and went, the new 52 was a blip.
I can just imagine there's a lot of people sat around absolutely chaining cigarettes going, what are we going to do?
What, Marvel
Yeah,
and DC?
yeah, Marvel and DC.
Yeah. Like trying to chase trends. So like loads of stuff has happened in terms of Marvel comics to try and get it to time with the movies, and there's been loads of weird changes that they had to do based on like what film rights they had.
Yeah.
So when Marvel were making X-Men comics but didn't own the X-Men film rights,
Yeah.
they decided to like remake some of those characters Inhumans to try and then push the Inhumans as a big thing. And so that's why they announced the movie, but then it became the TV series.
And it was like the worst thing ever made, wasn't it?
Yeah. And so Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, because they were both as important to the X-Men because they're mutants, so they're Fox technically own them, but they're also came about and were very key members to the Avengers. They had co-ownership, so that's why Quicksilver's in Days of Future Past and Age of Ultron. But they made them,
And then they brought him back for Scarlet Witch.
yes, yeah,
Which is weirdly meta.
yes, yeah. Like once the rights have been bought over. So in the comic books, they made them Inhumans, and Magneto is their dad in the comics, but they made it so that he was not their dad, and things like that. So they just were fucking with stuff to like try and like, or like changing what was happening in the comics to try and make certain characters more popular so that the movies would be more popular, and to try and tank other movies so that they could then get the rights back.
Yeah.
A really
So
big
Jean Grey,
convoluted
they're just going with the whatever they feel like. For,
they can basically go, Jean Grey's a telepath who had a troubled past.
Yeah.
And they can do whatever new version of that they want. And she's not someone who is as precious as, say, Batman, Superman, or Spider-Man, where their origin has to be what it has to be.
Yeah.
Not everyone knows the origin of Jean Grey, so they have some liberty to play with it. I would say more people know like the origin of Daredevil. He gets goo in the eye and he is blind.
Yeah.
Than they would do like Jean Grey. So yeah, they have some liberty.
I think okay, yeah, that makes sense to what that was my only thing was I was like, I know that Jean Grey can like, move shit.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure.
You didn't know that she could go
Yeah.
into people.
Yeah. I think, to be fair, I didn't mind that plot line. My only thing is, obviously, are they going to now, is Jean Grey going to be in only the X-Men film, or is she going to be in Doomsday?
That is an interesting question. I can imagine they'll just put her in the
And-
X-Men.
Obviously, so Banner is at the end. So obviously, Spidey goes to Dr. Banner, isn't it? Yeah. To ask a question about something or other to see with his changes that he's having. And then his thing that stops him becoming the Hulk is broken off. And he becomes Hulk, smashes up a building, but he doesn't hurt anyone. They say he's taken to like a psych ward, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Is that means that he's not going to be in Doomsday?
I think that's a nice way to get him out of the way for Doomsday, and then they'll bring him in for Secret Wars afterwards. Yeah. Yeah, a nice way for him, a very strong character, to not be there.
I did think that because, but it's like they say, like Hulk can like basically in Avengers, he basically takes down a whole army,
Yeah.
and then Thanos just like whoops his butt,
Yeah.
and you're just like, well, where's his strength? Like,
Yeah, and like he's been nerfed quite a bit. Like he shouldn't be able to get riddled with bullets. Well, he should be able to get riddled with bullets and not really be phased by it.
yeah,
Like, yeah, he punched that big space worm.
Yeah.
In Avengers. Yeah, it's all very fluctuating and stuff like that. Who knows? It's the issues of having consistency with a big interconnected universe, and this is where one of my big criticisms
oh,
comes
mate,
in.
Come with the criticism.
So there's like weird little flaws that happen sort of in the plot of this. And it happens in quite a few of the Spider-Man films, or if not all of them, where the series doesn't always play well or fit well with the other MCU films in the timeline, because, and it's either continuity wise, or they do like world-breaking jokes. It's like the whole plot of Far From Home is having the drones
Yeah,
system, but when would Tony Stark have made those drones? When did he have the time? Because he retired for 5 years after the blip, and he also wouldn't have made them because they're basically the same system of putting a security net around the world, which Ultron was, and he learnt his lesson of not to do that.
Yeah.
So it makes no fucking sense. So in this, MJ is taken by Spider-Man to go to the Punisher to protect her,
yeah,
and to keep her safe. She's like, who are you? Who's this guy to the Punisher? Which shouldn't translate, because in the MCU, which is the same as the Netflix shows, in Daredevil season 2, it's shown that the Punisher's known, Frank Castle, the Punisher, is known all over New York. And there is a scene in season 2 where they have to go through over 400 potential jurors for a murder trial for him, because too many people have an opinion on who he is. Like, I know it's a fun little joke, but she should be like, oh my God, that's the fucking Punisher.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a bit like, you know, they go on about, and it's once again that problem where they've got so much like in-universe stuff now.
yeah,
You know, they make that joke about, is it Staten Island?
yeah,
Like, I didn't know. I had to look it up after. I didn't realise that's not something that's actually been seen. I didn't know if Tom Holland popped up in one of the shows or something.
no.
And I was like, which annoyed me a little bit, because you're like, you know that it's convoluted. Don't go making a joke about something and you don't know if it's...
Yeah.
Sorry, I sound really like I live in my mum's
Yeah.
garage.
And it's also being like, Spider-Man stopped all crime in New York. Well, how does this actually, when does this take place, and how does
Yeah.
that affect the current seasons of Daredevil that
Yeah.
are showing on Disney Plus, where Kingpin is the mayor and there's a bunch of crime shit going on.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So the all of these Spider-Man films have had these issues, and I don't know whether it's like the writers, who I think do a good job on the whole, or if it's Marvel editorial and the producers.
It's one of them where
But
they
they're
go...
all-
Sorry, you go.
Sorry, I think you're going to say, like, it doesn't fucking matter to anyone that isn't me who's
No, but
watching
it's one of those where they're
everything.
just
Yeah.
like, right, watch this. By the way, Daredevil's in the same universe as this. Like, I remember the original Netflix show, they had the... there was an article on the wall about the Battle of New York and stuff
Yeah,
like
because
that.
it's meant to be the same universe.
Yeah, and they
This is
go,
all the-
oh, by the way, in the show, this is the same universe. And then it's the film, they go, oh, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Just don't worry about
But you've
that.
got to have it. It's not a one-way street.
Yeah.
It's not a one-way system. It's a two-way street.
Yeah.
And
Let's face it, to me, it's always been that the films are the main thing.
yes, of course.
Like, the films are the one that... I'll be honest, I've never cared for any of the TV series.
I think Daredevil's brilliant. It's a great show.
I tried watching it, but I couldn't. I liked the first two when it originally came out.
Yeah.
And then obviously they did the
Born Again?
No, what was before that? Where the four of them came together.
Defenders.
The Defenders.
I never watched The Defenders, to be fair.
It
The 3 seasons of Daredevil are great. Born Again's pretty good. I haven't actually seen season 2. I didn't realize it got released this year. I then saw an ad for it go by on a bus, and I was like, because I'd been waiting for it to come out, and I saw a bus ad go by, and I was like, it's been out for 3 months.
Yeah.
And I was like, that bus ad hasn't been updated in 3 months.
Oh no, you bus ads, they go up forever. They're there for like 6 months.
They're there for ages. Yeah, so that is literally, it is a flaw only for people like myself who have a sad encyclopedic knowledge of all the things they've watched.
Do you think in the next one then they'll remember who he is? Because at the end of the film, Peter goes up to Ned, and they do the little handshake, and he's like, Peter. Is that
he's going to be their friends in the next one. They won't be. I don't think him and MJ will be lovers, or they might develop that. But Ned's going to remember who he is, and I thought that was a really lovely.
It was a nice little
scene. Finish it, after, because Jean Grey possesses MJ, and does this horrible trick on Peter where he thinks she's remembered who he is.
And they kiss on the rooftop and stuff like that. Well, when I watched that, I thought, that's not going to go down well with some people because, like, she doesn't, like, you know. I thought it was a really nice little scene after where he went, by the way, you won't remember it, but you kissed me. And I thought, I don't know, I thought that showed how much of a good character he is.
They did that really well. They did, all of that stuff was done brilliantly.
Yeah.
And the Ned remembering, because she was like, oh, MJ, a magic kiss, a kiss breaks the magic spell.
Yeah.
Peter and Ned doing the handshake to break the spell is lovely and cute, but it's also in universe because it's established that Ned is magic in No Way Home. Because he's able to make the portals, the Doctor Strange portals. So it's understandable that he can see through the spell or remember I like despite
the fact that
it.
Ned is like he's a Spider-Man fanatic as well.
Yes, but it makes total sense. Like, and that really like feeds into the plot of like of the previous films. Like, if they didn't remember that they'd been saved multiple times across continents, it would make sense that they'd be obsessive about trying to figure out who he was. Other things for spoilers, I think that the VMAX reveal was pretty nice of like the what is VMAX, but it turns out it's the ventilation shaft on the torture cell that Jean Grey's in.
Oh yeah.
So her sister saw it literally as she died.
Yeah. That was quite dark.
It was dark, but I liked it.
Because I liked it, but like I saw that and I thought, oh, that's almost
bit Stranger Thingsy.
Yeah.
Torturing the psychic kids.
Yeah. Because I like the way that they're all like, I don't know what VMAX is, and then they actually realise. Yeah.
I feel like they could have used Tremel Tillman a bit better. He could have had more pizzazz. He's nice to be there, but he could have had more.
It's like in, I thought he was better in
Mission Impossible.
Yeah, I thought he was a better role in that.
Fantastic in that. Sassy gay submarine captain.
Yeah.
Mister, if you're going to go out of my submarine and do something impossible, I won't be able to stop you, but I'd respect you. I do have some criticisms for Jean Grey, though. I think the emotional resolution is great, showing like the acceptance of people that are different and like that have different abilities.
And that's what I mean in terms of I think they've learned that audiences. Let's face it, we're quite accepting people. We're not, but I think a lot of general population they're a bit more like. So I think the way that
bloody men,
I don't think it's just men these days. But I think that they've actually realised, if you get a good character and you go character first and then any kind of messaging you want to do with that, which I think they do because is quite a natural kind of it's not until after you go, oh, hang on a minute, that's what it's all about. You
Yeah.
know, if you're a little bit different, or if you know this and that, I think. But yeah,
Yeah, and having a great cameo from Marissa Tomei in this,
yeah,
and using it to show that it's not the person that's gone. Well, they are now gone. She is now gone. But it wasn't the person that was gone that made the biggest impact in Peter's life, but the person that was around to pick up the pieces and make sure that he was okay and cared for
yeah,
and looked after. It's the person that's there to love and support you no matter what you are, and to let you know that things will be scary
yeah,
and tough out there, but that you're loved. And being able to, how Jean Grey's power is basically abusing people's minds, but that then 180ing on her, where it's like she's doing it to be intrusive and to be sort of inflicting damage, but the fact that then is actually her downfall, it's really nice. But how, some questions for you. He says to her, "You're not a killer, Jean," but she yeets an old man in front of a taxi and drives a tank through New York, peppering buildings with gunfire.
she does, doesn't she?
Yeah, like
she kills that dude.
There's an old man and he goes, "You're gonna be able to stop me, Spidey," and he gets hit by a car.
Yeah, no, he's dead.
Yeah. How redeemable can a character be, is my question. Like, how many villainous acts can someone do before
It's
they
one
can
of those
transition
where
to a hero?
where they go, where I think they almost want you to forget about that. They're going to go, right, they're really, really bad. They're
Forget
really bad.
about it. It's
Forget
New
about it.
York.
It's New York.
Hey.
People get hit every day crossing the road.
Oh, this old guy just gone from the road.
Yeah.
That is. It's not his fault. It's not Gene's fault. He was going to do it anyway.
You better get to the boxing gym.
To the gym. I think Rocky and Frank Castle would have been good mates.
That would have been a good Punisher back in the day.
Oh my gosh, yeah. They kill my family.
They
Kill my family. I'm going to kill them. Oh, my boys, we were down in the jungle. We were nothing. Well, Frank Castle is a Vietnam vet.
There you go.
Much like Rambo.
There you go.
Okay, right. Do you want to do any more talk on this?
I'm gonna see if I can really quickly get a little Spider-Man quiz for you.
You're joking. Another AI quiz that's not been fact checked.
Yeah. Cameron's gonna be going. Actually, that's not correct.
Actually, it was the Night Gwen Stacy Lied is actually issue 121, not 120.
Right.
That's my impression of what I used to be
So,
like.
in the original Marvel Comics continuity, which villain was responsible for Gwen Stacy's death?
The Green
in
Goblin
The Amazing
one.
Spider-Man. Green Goblin.
Yes.
What was the name of the alien symbiote that first bonded with Peter Parker before becoming associated with Eddie Brock?
Is it just Venom? Or like, is there a name for the symbiote?
We'll see.
Is there multiple choice?
Yeah.
What's the multiple choice?
Oh. Venom, Carnage,
Oh.
Toxin, Anti-Venom.
Venom.
In Spider-Man No Way Home, which villain is cured of his condition after Peter Parker develops a cure based on the nanotechnology and the villain's biological problems?
Aren't they all in the end? Isn't that the whole point of them, that they all get cured?
Dr. Octopus, Green Goblin, Sandman, or Electro?
Electro?
Green Goblin.
They're all cured.
No,
The whole point, yeah, no, like they all,
Oh.
like Electro becomes, and Doc Ock becomes less villainous. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. I'm upset.
I'm angry.
This film I've not seen in 5 years.
Which Spider-Man villain is revealed in the comics to be the biological father of Norman Osborn's son, Harry?
What?
Which Spider-Man villain is revealed in the comics to be the biological father of Norman Osborn's son, Harry?
Is not Norman Osborn?
Yeah. That's a weird question.
What the This is AI.
In the original comics,
Yeah.
Which publication first introduced Miles Morales as Spider-Man?
So you asked me this earlier about like the full reboot. It was
Yeah.
Ultimate Spider-Man. So in the Ultimate Universe, that was where
Yeah.
Miles was
Ultimate.
introduced.
Yeah. Which villain was originally created as a criminal mastermind named Quentin Beck?
That is Mysterio.
You are correct. What is the name of Spider-Man storyline in which Peter Parker makes a deal with...
The devil to save Aunt May's life.
yeah.
That is Spider-Man One More Day. Hence the title of this. So One More Day
Correct.
happens and then they do a soft reboot of Spider-Man. So he sacrifices his marriage with MJ and their future child, May Parker, to bring back Aunt May. And then after that, there is Spider-Man Brand New Day. This film has nothing to do with that comic, but that is why this is Brand New Day.
The original 1960s comic was which artist co-created Spider-Man with Stan Lee?
Steve Ditko.
There you go. That was, you whooped that.
I mean, I didn't even need the bloody multiple choice.
No.
on-
Oh, do you want to know something I heard the other day before we start snacks?
Yeah.
Or we can, while we do snacks, actually, that's normally the best way
Yeah,
to
shall
do it.
we get it in? Shall we do
So-
the theme song?
Snackety snacks, snackety snacks. Are they crunchy? Are they not?
sweet?
Oh, damn. We need to write this down. It's like a Bad Boys.
I've got one in. I've got it in my head because
Go on then,
I
you do it.
listened again to the theme earlier. Snackety snacks, cinema snacks. Are they crunchy? Are they sweet? Can you put them up your bum?
I reckon you can put these ones up your bum.
Okay.
I should just do the dum 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 dum. So we have got Tesco's mini jelly beans.
Oh,
I used to love these as a kid. So the bag,
that's quite loud.
yeah, a little bit loud, but let's see if we can get into them.
Yeah, Beth was saying before I left, I was singing Snackety Snacks whilst putting some Snackety Snacks in my bag for us to try, and she was like, I think you saying, "Can you put them up your bum?" every week is a bit mental. And I was like, I don't know if it's that bad. And she said, I think that's going to be the thing that's going to stop you from getting a job.
What, us being found out that we
Well,
put...
because I'd probably put this on a CV because it's a lot of work.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
things like, and it shows like a hobby, and who knows if they'll check it out. But she was like, oh, yeah, well, if an employer, you'll be in an interview and they'll play back to you, Snackety snacks, cinema snacks,
That's
are they
right, to the back
crunchy,
end.
are they sweet?
They haven't got through it.
Can you put them up your bum?
They're pretty good.
These are good.
I like these. They're not like the weird flavours either. They're just your
No.
bog basic
Oh,
flavours.
I managed to get some of Teddy's fur on mine.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, I could smash through some of these. Now, here's a question. Who was the other actor considered for the lead male role in Titanic?
Lead male role in Titanic.
The role of Jack in
The
Titanic.
role of Jack. Fascinating. Sorry, I'm just getting one of every colour. For the special needs.
I'd happily get a bag of them.
Yeah, these are pretty damn good. There you go. Could I have some multiple choice options?
Well, no, the lead-in was Matthew McConaughey was originally, allegedly, wanted for the role of Jack. I always thought that was the case, that he turned it down. All right. We're going down. We appear to be going down. I'm going to paint you like one of my French girls. No, but
I can't
thought...
imagine him yelling Rose in the same way. Rose!
I don't know.
Rose!
I think it's one of them where you know a film so well, and Leo in that film is so iconic.
It lives in my head. Rose!
Yeah, like that.
Rose!
Yeah.
Rose!
We're the king of the world.
I need to get you, Rose.
I need to get you right. But yeah, so he was in an interview and he said that he allegedly was never offered the role.
Okay.
Yeah, that was just the thing, because the big thing is that he turned it down. But he said in an interview that he never turned it down. And if the agent that he had at the time didn't go through with what the offer was, he wanted to speak to that agent again because they owe him a lot of money.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I thought it was always meant to be Leo, and he was originally at the time saying, no, I don't audition.
Yeah, I don't audition, and James
But
Cameron went,
was
okay.
like, you are auditioning because I'm going to be working with you for hundreds of hours, so I want to know that you can do this beforehand. Sorry, I went off mic.
So we saying a yes for the jelly.
Those are
jelly
pretty
beans.
great.
They're pretty great. I'm giving them a solid 8 out of 10.
I was going to give them an 8 as well. They're a little sticky and a loud bag.
But
you
they're great for a pick and mix as well.
You can inhale them. Yeah, if you made a pick and mix at home.
Yeah, they'd be pretty good because especially they're at the bottom as well by the end. And then, you know. The next one, I don't even know the name of them. So when I was in Tesco...
Korean.
There's
That is Korean.
I assume there's a section of like world snacks.
You want me to get Google Translate up?
Yeah. I don't know what. So on the back it says apple flavored filled gummies with sugar and sweetener.
Oh.
Are you allergic to peanuts?
No.
Oh, it said may contain
fine.
milk, soy.
No, peanuts
nuts.
used to be not great for my asthma, but it's fine. I can eat them now.
You're going to say not great for my ass.
Not great for my ass.
They're not great for my ass. They come straight back out again.
You feel like that's something like that an old actor would say. Pass them closer. Sorry, the camera's struggling. Thank you.
I'll let you open these ones up. I'll let Cameron do that.
It says, "Don't you know anything?" is the name of the title.
What the fuck?
It says, "Don't you know anything?" It is Korean. "Don't you know anything?" Suk green apple jelly, and then it tells me candy 50 grams, 160 kcal, and then this heart says, "Apologize."
What?
I don't know.
That's so weird.
Contains apple concentrate. Sorry, it's not apologize. And it's called, then it's just said, "Oh my gosh." It's really not liking this. Now it says Mamola too. It's giving me a completely different translation.
So we don't know what these are. They could be...
Google they could be washing up tablets. Without knowing my heart, it now says on the translation. But again, it says apologize in the corner. Google, sort your Korean translate out. Jesus.
They open up like a packet of...
They open well.
Yeah.
The sound... they pong.
I'm not hopeful of this.
They smell like appetizer.
Oh, God.
But maybe not like an appetizer that's been left in the sun. They're little heart shapes. Absolutely reek. They're little heart shapes, but they do look more like butts.
Oh, gosh. What are they? Yeah, it smells like appetizer.
It smells like apple bleach that you put in your toilet.
God. They look like bums.
They do look like bums. They don't taste bad. But how many's in there? That's such a tiny packet.
Like 12?
Yeah, really not enough. How much did you pay for that?
80p?
Okay, not so bad. Not so bad.
They're just a bit bland. I mean...
They taste okay. I'll try another one.
The bag stinks.
The bag does stink. It does connect up though, because if you can't fit all 12 in at once, you can reseal it to take it around.
That is true. Yeah. Have one or two. I mean, just so people know, and I think I've said this before, we don't sit and eat all of the snacks. We don't eat all of the snacks.
We just try and then we'll eat them over time. I took the rest of some of our snacks from the last one to Spider-Man to watch it because we went the next day. And then I also then shared some with my friend Adam when he came around for drinks.
Some of them I buy that I can give to my child as well.
Yes, yeah. Just so we're not Americans. We're not 400-pound men. Just scanning entire bags. I'm slowly working on it as well.
There's a reason why I have to go to the gym every day.
I'm really feeling thick. Someone took a picture of me at work the other day and I looked and I was like, what the fuck is that?
It's called getting to 30, Cameron.
It's called I've got a fat stomach because I went on holiday to Italy and ate nothing but pasta and tiramisu.
That's what you meant to do.
But you can have those back.
I
decide what you'll do with them.
I won't be eating them.
I'll take them home. Then.
Yeah, you take them home. No, I would give them probably a 4 out of 10. They're not doing much.
I actually don't hate them, but the pong is bad.
You would annihilate the cinema with that. You open it up.
I'm going to give them a 6.
Yeah, I'm getting a 4. The next one, A classic.
It's a pork scratchings.
I've not had a pork scratching before in my life.
Now we are going to be £400 men. You've never had a pork scratching?
Never in my
You're
life.
actually kidding me.
No. Do you want to do the honours?
I don't know why, but you play rugby.
I know.
Well,
I've never had a pork scratching.
You've given up rugby now, haven't you?
Yeah.
Probably good.
Yeah.
For the CTE.
Yeah, I too many head knocks. Have you ever seen the film Concussion?
No, I should.
It's quite good.
Yeah. Did you listen to the last podcast series on Aaron Hernandez, the football player?
I've seen the documentaries.
Listen to the last podcast series on it. Fucking haunting.
Yeah.
I need to watch the documentaries as well.
What?
These pong.
Oh,
But in a good
God.
way.
I
I can't believe you're having these sober.
Yeah.
These are beer. You
20's go and
need
get
a
a beer
beer.
to wash
You
it down.
need a beer with these. It's incredible. Maybe in a bit. Maybe we'll just try a couple now and then in between sessions. Loudish packet, standard packet level. A slight pong. Very loud, very
So
salty.
what is a pork scratching? Is it like skin and fat or?
You know crackling.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's basically crackling. I'll pass instead of throw.
Don't want a lot of pork scratchings over my front room.
Don't put pork scratching on your front room. They're actually great.
Oh my God.
So salty, right? How's that pong?
That's not good, pong.
Not a good pong.
Oh.
You see what I mean? That you need a beer.
Yeah, you need a beer to wash down the tape. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
You're not into it. Maybe this is me going when I go on holiday with my dad and we try weird local foods. A wonderful crunch sound to it, which is great for everyone around you in the cinema.
They would be a bit smelly as well.
They would be smelly.
Not a cinema snack.
No.
In a pub,
Pub snack.
4 beers in,
Oh
10
my
out of
God.
10.
Yeah, you've not eaten anything.
Yeah, you've not. Yeah,
You've not.
you've
eaten
gone from
anything.
work. If someone's leaving,
Mm.
you're 4 beers in. You're going to be picked up in 2 hours. You still got a bit of time to go. You need something to wash it up.
Someone comes up to the table.
Yeah.
And they have a packet. They put it down. They go, "Have at it, boys." And they rip it open.
And it's gone within a millisecond.
You will like. You ascend.
Yeah.
You ascend to heaven. Yeah. You're like the fucking men in the Odyssey scranning. They're pigs. They have always been pigs.
Just turn into a pig as you eat. You are what you eat.
Yeah. Cinema snack, probably a 4.
Yeah, cinema snack 4, pub snack 9.
Pub snack 9. I do
Yeah.
quite like them. I think these are good quality ones that you've got as well.
Yeah, they were.
God, delightfully devilish. Right.
Have you ever seen? Before we go, have you ever seen
Mhm.
Burn After Reading?
Yes, years ago.
I watched it
DVD.
again. It was on the telly
Mm-hmm.
last night.
It's going the telly. It's going the TV.
Surprisingly horny film.
Very horny film.
I-
George Clooney's got a horny chair.
Yeah, mental.
Horny film.
You could tell the Coen brothers went from No Country for Old Men
Mm.
to that, and we're like, sod it, let's just do whatever we want.
We've got an Oscar.
Yeah,
We're
we got an
fine.
Oscar. I mean, like the scenes with like J.K. Simmons where they're like, "Oh God, no, burn the body, get rid of it, just get rid of it." And they're like, "What else should we do, sir? Just leave it."
I don't remember.
They like because obviously it all kicks off because there's like a data breach, isn't there? Like John Malkovich's character's like an analyst for the U.S. government, and then they keep like this guy keeps going to J.K. Simmons' character,
Mm.
and he's like, "Sir, we've got a slight problem.
Yeah.
We've got a bit of a hitch." And he's like, "Okay." Like someone's been murdered. He's like, "Okay,
Yeah.
burn the body." And then they've got like, "We found someone who was trying to go to Venezuela," and J.K. Simmons' character's like, "We don't extradite to Venezuela. Get them on the next flight there. Just get rid of the problem." I guess watching it as an adult, it's a bit more of a commentary on like government and stuff like that, isn't it? And
No,
like,
it's making. I'd want to watch it again because I
Brad
watched
Pitt's
it.
hilarious in it.
I watched it very young.
Yeah, I did.
I
as
watched
well.
it like 2010, 2011.
Yeah, it came out in 2008, so it would have been quite
Was
young.
it?
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah, it came out the year later. Like Brad Pitt looks so young in it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can picture him.
I had a bit of my last weekend. I had a bit of my dad's fantasy film run again, which is middle-aged men doing stuff. So I watched F1,
Nice.
which I adored again. I saw it last year and loved it, and I watched it again, and I was like, "Oh, this is so good!" And I rewatched Top Gun Maverick because I was
You're
like,
going to say Maverick.
I just-
Middle-aged men being incredibly competent.
"Well, then," and then I
Better
was
than
like,
everyone else.
I had to watch The Rock again because that's Sean Connery saying, "Shabashed, lose your train about that best." And it's just Sean Connery going around. Did you apparently? I heard this somewhere. I don't know how true it is. Apparently, Sean Connery was potentially going to do Armageddon.
What, as in Bruce Willis's role?
Yeah,
That makes more sense.
it
Because
does.
isn't Bruce Willis like meant to be
Liv Tyler's
Liv
dad?
Tyler's dad?
Yeah,
When did he have her? 15? 16?
I don't know, but yeah, I was like, actually,
That makes sense.
I quite like that.
We're going to the moon.
Yeah, the moon.
What
Hey,
moon?
what did you make this with? The fucking ice cream scoop.
And then he could do, if he's on the moon,
Yeah.
Moonraker, he could do what never would have happened to the other fella for more instead.
Do you think he'd have done the emotional scene at the end though?
I've not seen Armageddon. You know I've not. You pour this shocked face. The amount of
I
times you've
always
done this.
forget. Oh,
I've not seen Armageddon. I've not properly seen Con Air. But all I know is I don't want to close my eyes.
all you need, right? A Saturday
Don't wanna
night,
fall asleep.
tub of popcorn, some snacks, switch your brain off, get some beers, and just enjoy Armageddon
Hey
for
man,
what
if
it
we're
is.
quick with the next session, we could watch Con Air or Armageddon.
Yeah, I can put it on for you now, and then I can go and pick up my child, put her to bed, and you can watch it in that time.
That sounds mighty fine to me.
We could have an early dinner, and then I'll go pick up the child, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah,
Sounds good to me.
sounds good.
Right, we got
Wonderful.
to end the podcast because we got some work to do.
Thank you for listening. Recommend us to a friend. Recommend us on social media. We're on Instagram. We're on Gmail. We're on YouTube. Watch our reels. Share our reels. Share the podcast itself.
Much love to everyone.
Go watch Spider-Man. Much love to everyone. Peace and love. No more fan mail, as Ringo Starr once said.
Have we got fan mail?
No. But if you want to send fan mail, we'll take
I'll
it.
take fan mail.
If you want to send us money, if anyone ever wants to send us money, send us a letter first on Gmail, and then we will set up a coffee or something like that. Anyway, peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace and love, babies.